It is another Friday, and it's time for another Rants video, and this time we are checking out Clue What We Do in the Shadows. This is a heavy heart that we talk about this game because the new season is coming out soon, and it is the final season, and it breaks my heart. But of the characters you can play as Guillermo, Laslo, Colin, Nadja, Nandor, and of course the guide. And you of course have a coffin, the Nadja doll, a taxidermy animal, lampshade under a floorboard, and hollowed out book as the hiding spots, which we'll get into in a little bit about the game. But yeah, let's open this up and we'll talk a little bit more about it. I love that art on the cover. It's basically like a poster for the show. Really awesome. Then, of course, you have your clue cards, your placeholders, and your dice. Your placeholders will pick up the characters that match the colors and allow them to stand to be moved around the board. We have the board, we have the rule book, and then we have the cards. So all the bases correspond to the colors of the players, which is all really cool. We have, of course, the secret places. We have a board which has the who, the what, and the where. The card holder envelope. First, I want to show off these tokens because that in the board are two of the favorite things about these clue variations. So we have the coffin, the Nadja doll, the hollowed out book, taxidermied owl, the floorboard, and the lamp. They're really well designed and have some real close connection to a lot of scenes inside the series. So you can see how that might be really kind of cool for the viewer. So you can take the tokens and you can place them inside the spots. The tokens are not specifically necessary for the game, but it does make the game a little more fun as you move them around the board. So you have the board here specifically. And you do have passageways. So for instance, the Colin Robinson's room connects to the fancy room. Then Nadia and Laszlo's room connects to the shed. So that's really cool. The pond in front of the shed. Then we have Nandor's room. We have the entry hallway, the attic, Guillermo's room under the stairs, and the topiary garden, and of course the main room of the house. So to start the game, you put all the tokens in the center for the movers and the pieces on the board, all the little hidden objects. And the purpose of the game, which I told you we're going to get to, is somebody has taken Laszlo's cursed witch hat and has hidden it in the house somewhere, somehow, someone. And so you are supposed to, during the game, find out who took the hat, where they took the hat, and with what did they put the hat in to hide it. So you take the deck, you shuffle it up evenly, and you deal out the room, item, and person cards after having taken one of each one after shuffling and putting it in here. And then the players will go around doing they do normally with Clue, which is going into rooms, making theories that would then have to be proved by the next player, and so on and so forth until someone is able to debunk it, and go around, keep playing the game until people have eliminated all the pieces from their guide except for what they believe to be one in each category. And at that point, they can make an accusation and win the game. However, if they got it wrong, they have fully and completely failed at the game. They are out. The players keep playing. On top of that, of course, you do have cards that you get from rolling question marks or from landing on a question mark on your turn. And these cards include Hypnosis, make someone reveal a card. Hybrid Creatures, take a sneak peek at a card being shown to another player. And then there's the special feature of this game called the Hat's Curse. If 8 of these are revealed from this deck, then the hat has 1 and the game is over. So you do have a small clock. Because these question mark cards are very powerful, but if you unveil all the hats, then the game is over and no one wins. And then we have the Van Helsing Blood. Bonus question. Ask a question about any suspect weapon and room. Do not move your token or any of the things you're asking about. Play immediately. So if you get that card, regardless of where you are, you get to do that. Sleep. Avoid answering a question. The rumor stays an answer. Instead, play answering. So if someone basically asks you a rumor, you would basically play that card to avoid answering a question. Just like they do in the show when they make people sleep. Bat. Move anywhere immediately. That's cool. Did you hear Laslo just saying, Bat? Visit the Wellness Center. Add 6 to your dice roll. Most devious detective in New York City. Take an extra turn. Oh yeah, so they've got some really good allusions in the show, like memes and things from there to kind of come into play, which is nice. And then, of course, we also have character abilities lastly. So you have character cards for everybody with quotes from them on them, also showcasing the color of their piece. And then each one has a special move they can use once per game. Guillermo, once per game, can move to any part of the board game. So when you show someone a card as Colin Robinson, you can look at a card from their hand once per game. The guide, you may move twice. Roll the dice, move, and then roll again, which is cool. It's once per game. Well, Nadja, you may look at a card that a player has just shown another player once per game. Nandor, once per game, you may ask a question using a part of the game board you are not in. The proposed character of the plan is moved to the part of the game board you name. So that's pretty cool. And then Laslo's once per game ability is you may ask 2 questions on the same turn using the location you're in. Because Laslo is a detective. All really cool abilities, all unique. I do love this board. I think it's really kind of cool, showcasing scenes from the actual show. The abilities of the players are really fun, and I love the concept of it's not a murder because these are immortal beings. It specifically is about an item like the cursed witch hat, which Nadja hates and wants to get rid of, and Laslo loves and wants to keep. So it's a nice little twist on the a running joke on the show. Well, this won't hold me over completely in place of what we do in the shadows, but it's nice to have it when the show unfortunately does end after this season. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys pick this up too so you can remember fondly seasons of the show, and we will see you guys next time.